Everyone, this is Lala, and recently I've done conversation slash lives regarding the Generation One, sorry, not Generation One, Era One men and the Era One women who've done 3 seasons, and how ChatGPT would rank them based on the data. I did 2 individual lives for that, and I'm continuing that with Era 2, and this video is going to be about the Era 2 men. So as you see here, here's what I wrote. Hello. So I have a list of men who did at least 3 seasons of the Challenge franchise, which includes the flagship show, All Stars, and World Championship, but not Champs vs. Stars. These men are from Era 2, so from seasons 11 to 20. How would you rank these men? I don't know why I said man, but these men based on performance only. Johnny, Wes, Evan, Kenny, Nehemiah, MJ, Dunbar, Tyler, Ty, Derek Chavez, Kahada, Eric, Chet, Ryan, Brandon, Davis, Danny, and Tyree and Vinny. Those are the names in question to be ranked slash analyzed. I don't know why I just said Derek Chavez. I don't think there's another Derek that's part of this, but whatever. ChatGPT's response. Thanks, based on performance only, including wins, finals appearances, and elimination records, and consistency across flagship, all-stars, and world championship, here is a tiered and ranked breakdown for the era of the Era 2 male competitors you listed, so seasons 11 to 20 only. So top tier elite performers. These players had strong win count, multiple finals, and consistent top tier performance. 1. Johnny Bananas. Wins 7. Some of these names are wrong, but they did get the 7 wins correct. Finals 10 plus. Eliminations. Mixed record, but overshadowed by longevity and wins. Legacy. Arguably the GOAT. Dominant in this era and beyond. 2. Kenny Santucci. Wins 3. And no, the seasons that he won aren't accurate. Finals 4, we know he's been in more, and we'll see how that's corrected later on. Elimination strong. Legacy. Dominant during his run, rarely lost, especially when teamed with Evan or Johnny. 3. Evan Starkman. Wins 2. The Duel 2 and the Ruins. I believe, yeah, that is accurate. Finals 3. Eliminations. Strong record, especially in physical events. Legacy. Shorter tenure than Johnny, but very efficient and dominant in his prime. 4. Wes Bergman. Wins 2. The Duel and Rivals 2. We know he has more than that, including the spin-offs. Finals 4 plus. Eliminations. Historically strong elimination record. Legacy. Strategic mastermind remained relevant for over a decade. Mid-tier, solid performers. These players had at least 1 win or a final and left a competitive mark. 5. Tyler Duckworth. Wins 2, those are the correct seasons. Finals 2, that's correct. Eliminations, average. Lexi. Strong team player, both wins came with effective partnerships. 6. MJ Garrett. Wins 2, the Gauntlet 2 and All-Stars 2. That's accurate. Finals 3, including All-Stars 3. That isn't accurate. I think he's only been to 2 finals. Eliminations. Limited in early career, better in All-Stars. Legacy. Resurgence in All-Stars era elevated his performance standing. 7. Nehemiah Clark. Wins 0, that's incorrect. Finals 3. The Gauntlet 3, All-Stars 1, and All-Stars 3. We know that's not correct either. Eliminations mixed. Legacy. Consistent finalist in All-Stars, good political and strategic player. Lower mid-tier. Occasional impact. A few standout moments or near finals, but no major wins. 8. Eric Big Easy Banks. 0 wins, 2 finals, notable. Infamously cost his team the win on the Gauntlet 3. Lexi. Good character arc and underdog in All-Stars, but not elite competitively. 9th. Don Barmero. Wins 0. We know that's incorrect. Finals 1. Cutthroat. Lexi. Strong physique, but never translated to consistent deep runs. 10. Ty Ruff. Win 0. Finals 1. The season that he made it on is correct. Eliminations volatile. Lexi. Physically dominant, but lacked control or political game. I think that's true. 11. Chet Cannon. Wins 0, finals 1, battle of the season 2012. Legacy, 1 strong team wrong, smart socially but inconsistent in eliminations. I think that's accurate. 12, Ryan Kehoe, wins 0, finals 1, fresh meat, that's incorrect. Legacy, better showing in All-Stars later, but not elite in flagship era. Low tier, minor impact or underwhelming records. 13, Brandon Nelson, 0 wins, 0 finals, eliminations. Above average, just couldn't break through politically. 14th, Danny Jameson, 0 wins, 0 finals, Legacy, mostly remembered for drama, no strong competitive results. 15. Davis Mallory. 0 wins, 0 finals, eliminations weak. Legacy, no major talent accomplishments. 16. Winning 40, 0 wins, 0 finals, legacy. Ejected on Battle of the Exes, had little positive impact. 17. Derek Chavez. 0 wins, 0 finals, you know that's incorrect. Legacy, decent socially, no real challenge resume. At 18th, Tyree Ballard. 0 wins, 0 finals. Legacy, barely made an impact, seen as the background competitor. At 19th, Kahada Grandstaff. 0 wins, 0 finals. Legacy, great personality, but never a serious threat in comps. So this is the final rank list, performance-based, Air 2 only. You can kind of just see it here. So, I mentioned a bunch of corrections. I wrote, Johnny won the island, the ruins, rivals, battle of the X's, free agents, rivals 3, and total madness. Kenny won the Inferno 3, the island, and the ruins, and he's been to 7 finals. Wes won the duel, rivals 2, and All Stars 3. MJ never made it to the finals on All Stars 3. Nehemiah made it to the finals on All Stars 2 and 3, and he also won the Gauntlet 3. Ryan only made it to the final on the island. Derek made it to the final on All Stars 4 and Battle of the Era. Great! Thanks for the clarifications. Using your corrections and focusing purely on performances, wins, finals, eliminations, consistency, here's the updated and more accurate ranking of the Era 2 male competitors you've listed. I'm just going to read the legacy part, and any corrections that you will see here, I most likely mention somewhere through here after this. 1. Johnny Bananas, Legacy, most decorated player ever, top tier across all measurable performance metrics. 2. Kenny Santuki, Legacy, dominant run with Evan and Johnny, a consistent finals presence. 3. Evan Steckman, Legacy, physical, smart, and really beat in head-to-heads, short but elite tenure. 4. Wes Bergman, Legacy, strategic juggernaut with sustained relevance. Upper middle tier, strong performance. 5th, Tyler Duckworth, Legacy, underrated winner who delivered when it counted. 6. Nehemiah Clark, strong in All-Stars and underrated in teamwork-heavy formats. 7. MJ Garrett, Legacy, solid in team-based seasons and many resurgence in All-Stars. 8. Derek Chavez, late bloomer in All-Stars, now with a stronger resume than many. Mid-tier, respectable contributions. 9th, Big Easy, Legacy, infamous, but also part of deep runs and decent All-Stars run. 10th, Dunbar, Legacy, physically strong but rarely able to capitalize. They didn't mention his weight in here, that's going to be corrected. 11. Ty Ruff, Legacy, volatile competitor with potential but never a true threat to win. Pretty accurate. 12. Chet Cannon, Legacy, quick, clever, but inconsistent and faded quick. That's accurate. 13. Ryan Kehoe, Legacy, one-time finalist with minimal competitive presence. Lower tier, limited competitive impact. 14. Brendan Nelson, good fighter but never broke through politically. Accurate. 15. Danny Jamieson, often early boot or mid-tier, more remembered for personal drama. Accurate. 16. Davis Mallory, Legacy, no major impact competitively. Very true. 17. Vinny Fati, Legacy, ejection ended his run, no significant performance contributions. Accurate. 18. Tyree Ballard, Legacy, largely invisible or early boot in multiple appearances. 19. Gohada Grinstaff, Legacy, great character, little to show competitively. Here's the updated rankings. I think Derek moved up a bit. I think they switched Nehemiah and MJ. And I don't think anything else really changed. I mentioned Dunbar won Cutthroat. It says, thanks, you're right. Question, Dunbar Merrill was part of the winning team on Cutthroat alongside Tori and Brad. Tyler too, but they forgot about him. And they mentioned Tyler's win in his section, so I guess they didn't feel the need to add here, making him a challenge champion. So here's the updated notes for Dunbar, 1 win, 1 final. Legacy now moves into the winners tier. While not a dominant force, he contributed to a winning team in a tough season and should rank ahead of non-winners with comparable resumes. So yeah, I think he was around like 12th. I think he was before Chet, and now he's up 9th. Mid-tier, updated 9th, Dunbar Merrill. Moved up after Cutthroat win. Would you like me to revise this into a sortable table or include total seasons, finals, percentages, and win percentage? I said yes. Here's a sortable table ranking the Era 2 male competitors based on performance, including total seasons, wins, finals, and percentage metrics. So Johnny Bananas is obviously at the top, 7 total wins, including 4 in Era to you. I don't think he had. It says he has 4 wins here, but it says 7 wins here, so that's inaccurate. He did way more than 12 seasons. Yeah, you see a bunch of incorrect stuff when it comes to the data. But I'll just read some of the notes. Dominant run with 3 wins and 5 finals. He's been to 7 finals, and I believe I said that earlier. Evan Starkman, efficient and physical competitor. Wes Bergman, strategic and strong in eliminations. Tyler Duckworth, 2-time champ with solid performances. MJ Garrett, team win in Gauntlet 2 and All-Stars 2. Nehemiah Clark, final in Flagship and All-Stars, so they switched them with Nehemiah being lower now like he was earlier, and MJ at the top where he was before they made the first switch. Dunbar Merrill, Cutthroat winner, Derek Chavez, finalist in All-Stars 4 and Battle of the Eras. Big Easy, finalist in Gauntlet 3 and All-Stars 1. Ty Roth, Battle of the Exes finalist. Chick Cannon, finalist in Battle of the Seasons. Ryan Kehoe, finalist on the Island. Brendan Nelson, strong in eliminations but no finals. Danny Jameson, no significant competitive achievements. Kahada Grandstaff, popular but no finals. So they moved Kahada up 2 or 3 spots. Or 4 spots. Tyree Ballard, low visibility competitor. Rennie Fati, ejected from Battle of the Exes. Davis Mallory, low impact player. Okay. So I had to correct ChatGPT. Hold on. Oh, I moved it up a bit. Okay. Ronnie did 24 seasons. Kenny did 8 seasons. Evan did 6 seasons. Wes did 17 seasons. Tyler did 6 seasons. Nehemiah did 8 seasons. Dunbar did 6 seasons. Derek did 6 seasons. Eric did 7 seasons. Ty did 4 seasons. Chet did 4 seasons. Ryan did 8 seasons. Brandon did 7 seasons. Danny did 6 seasons. Tyree did 7 seasons. Vinny and Davis did 3 seasons. So pretty much they updated the data. I'm not going to read all of it again. But as you see through the seasons, wins, finals, and stuff, it's a lot more accurate since I had to update it manually, essentially. You can see the results here. Okay, so just from looking at this, Kahara moved down 2 or 3 spots. For some reason, Tyrese 4th highest. I don't know. But yeah. The wins should include the wins in all eras, not just the ones done in era 2. Okay, so I think I noticed that a lot of the wins are accurate. So it seems like they just focus on the ones in the era. Just in general, they're missing a lot of wins. Here's a fully updated performance based on. Sorry, here's the fully updated performance based ranking of male The Challenge competitors from Era 2, now reflecting total wins across the eras, including the Flagship, All-Stars, and World Championship. So Bananas with 7 wins, West with 3 wins, Kenny with 3 wins. Okay, so West was at 4th, and now they moved him up to 2nd. Kenny with 3 wins, Evan with 2 wins, Tyler with 2 wins, MJ with 2 wins, Nehemiah with 1 win, Dunbar with 1 win, and there was the non-winners are just here. Yeah. I guess what makes them no winners, it goes by the amount of finals. That's why Derek and Big Easy are higher than Ty and Chet, and then, yeah. Okay, so I asked, can you do a tier list? Absolutely. Here's a performance-based tier list of the Era 2 male challenge competitors from season 11 to 20 using a mix of overall wins, flags, finals appearances, win efficiency, and quality of competition. All wins across Flagship, All-Stars, and World Championship are included. So here's the S tier, which has Johnny Bananas, Kenny Santucci, and Wes Bergman. So for Johnny, 7 wins in 24 seasons. Iconic legacy, strong finals record, deep, consistent runs. Consistent deep runs. Kenny Santucci. 3 wins in 8 seasons, elite in team era, high finals percentage, high win efficiency. Wes Bergman, 3 wins in 17 seasons, smart, resilient, consistent presence across eras. So, A tier top performers. Multiple wins or finals with high efficiency and strong individual performances. And then segment. 2 wins in 6 seasons, excellent win/final ratio, dominant in team challenges. Tyler Duckworth. 2 wins in 6 seasons, perfect in finals, 2 for 2, strong under pressure. MJ Garrett. 2 wins in 5 seasons, won both team and modern all-star seasons. B tier. Strong competitors. Reliable performers with at least 1 win or several deep runs. Nehemiah Clark. 1 win, 3 finals in 8 seasons, All-Stars resurgence boosted stock. Dunbar Merrill, 1 win in 6 seasons, cut-up champ but not a consistent standout. Derek Chavez, 0 wins but 2 finals in 6 seasons, recent All-Stars performance matters. C tier, mid-level players. Occasional finalists or decent elimination track records but no wins or long gaps. Eric Big Easy Banks, 2 finals in 7 seasons, no more for endurance struggles but stuck around. Ty Ruff, 1 final in 4 seasons, performed well in a strong season. X's. Chet Kennan, 1 final in 4 seasons, solid 1 on Battle of the Seasons. Ryan Kehoe, 1 final in 8 seasons, mostly a role player, some late career visibility. D tier, low impact, no finals. Played multiple seasons but made little to no impact on game outcomes. Brandon Nelson, 0 finals in 7 seasons, good eliminations, no deep runs. Danny Jameson, 0 finals in 6 seasons, frequent early exits. Tyree Ballard, 0 finals in 7 seasons, low strategic and physical presence. Kahada Grindstaff, 0 finals in 4 seasons, fan favorite but no competitive success. Vinny Fati, 0 finals in 3 seasons, ejected from X's, minimal impact. Davis Manoli, 0 finals in 3 seasons, non-factor competitively. That didn't need to check him like that, but I guess it's not incorrect. Okay. Okay, so I guess that's where I decided to do elimination records and to give additional context. Okay. So I said, I'm going to give you elimination records for all of them. Bananas, 16 to 15, West 16 to 11, Evan, 4 to 2, Kenny, 5 to 2, Nehemiah, 8 to 4, MJ, 3 to 3, Dunbar, 2 to 4, Tyler, 4 to 4, Ty, 4 to 3, Derek, 2 to 4, Kahada, 4 to 4, Eric, 5 to 5, Chet, 2 to 2, Ryan, 4 to 6, Brandon, 3 to 6, Davis, 1 to 3, Danny, 0 to 6, Tyree, 0 to 6, Vinny, 0 to 2. So they ended up giving updates based on my data. Here are the elimination records for Era 2 male competitors, ranked by elimination win percentage. Okay. So Nehemiah Clark has a 0.67 elimination win rate. Kenny Santucci has a 0.71. 0.71, Evan Starkman's 0.67, Wes Bergman's 0.59, Ty Ross 0.57, Johnny Bananas 0.52, Chet Cannon 0.5, MJ 0.5, Tyler 0.5, Gata 0.5, Big Easy 0.5, Derek 0.33, Ryan 0.4, Brandon 0.33, Davis 0.25, Dunbar 0.33, Vinny, Danny, and Tyre are all at 0. Okay. Well, you like me to update the tier list to reflect this elimination performance as well? Yes. Okay. Alrighty, so here's the updated list. Great! Here's your updated performance-based tier list of male challengers from the Challenge Era 2 competitors, now factoring in elimination records alongside wins, finals, and overall performance. Elimination win percentage adds key insight into competitiveness and head-to-head battles, especially for those without many wins. So we'll see how this updates things. S tier, elite legends. Multiple wins, deep runs, strong records when it comes to eliminations, or key era dominance. So Johnny Bananas, I'm just gonna read the commentary. I'm gonna read the italicized commentary. You see the stats when it comes to the wins, finals, the elimination record, and the elimination percentage above. You can see that. I don't need to read it. Johnny Bananas, greatest legacy, decent elimination record given the huge volume. Wes Bergman. So they have him at second now. Interesting. Where he was third before and then fourth before that. Strong in both strategy and elimination heavy eras. Kenny Santucci. High win at finals rate, underrated elimination game. A tier, top performers, strong win/final resume or elite elimination record in fewer seasons. So it's interesting that they moved Evan into the A tier instead of the S tier. Evan Starkman, dominant run before retirement, highly efficient. Tyler Duckworth, clutch player, solid eliminator. Nehemiah Clark, so they moved him above MJ again. All-Stars resurgence and excellent elimination record. So that the elimination record definitely bumped him up. MJ Garrett. Quietly efficient in his appearances. Now on to the B tier / solid players. Mid-level win / final totals with decent elimination record or longevity. Ty Ruff. Underrated physical player. Kahara Grinstev. No finals, but reliable in eliminations. So his elimination record bumped him up quite a bit, where he was always in the bottom 4 before this. Eric Big Easy Banks. Durable competitor, late career respect. Chet Cannon. Short one, but efficient. Derek Chavez. Recent All-Stars won elevate him despite poor elimination record. C tier. Mid to low impact. Few / no finals, mediocre or poor elimination records. So Dunbar Merrill, you see how much he dropped where his win was counted in, it bumped him up, and then his poor elimination record dropped him lower than he was beforehand. Benefited from team win, weak elimination stats. So damn, they even cheated his win. Ryan Kehoe. Longevity without much impact. Brendan Nelson. Decent in eliminations early on. So clearly referring to his cut there on, but then after that, he wasn't good at all. Davis Mallory. Forgettable competitive presence. D tier. No wins, no finals, and winless or near winless in eliminations. So we have Danny Jameson, Tyree Ballard, and Vinny Fati. All three had multiple chances with no production. It's that ChatGPT sometimes. Ugh. Sometimes they're just so blunt and so truthful, and they're not even trying to be shady, but it ends up coming off as shady. Sad to mention here, Johnny has been to 12 finals, Wes has been to 6 finals, Kenny has been to 7 finals. Thanks. With those corrected final totals, here's the revised performance-based tier list for the Air 2 men of the challenge, now fully incorporating total wins, so flagship plus spin-offs, final appearances, elimination record, and percentage win, efficiency, wins per season, finals per season. Okay. I don't feel like I need to read all this again. Yeah, I'm not going to read all this. We can just look at it and see. Okay, I guess I'll read some of the comments. Johnny Bananas' greatest legacy in challenge history with consistent deep runs and strong enough elimination record. Despite his huge volume, Wes Bergman, strategic mastermind and strong elimination record with longevity and wins across eras. Kenny Santucci, one of the most efficient players ever. Incredible finals percentage and great elimination record. A tier top performer, strong win finals count. Actually, yeah, A tier top performers. Evan Steckman, elite player from the team era, very high efficiency. Tyler Duckworth, 2-2 for finals, decent elimination record, clutch when needed. Nehemiah Clark, reinvented himself on All-Stars with very strong elimination record. MJ Garrett, quietly effective across both flagship and All-Stars. B tier, solid competitors. Ty Ruff, underrated, did well in competitive flagship seasons, had a grand stuff. Reliable competitor but lacked breakthrough moments. I think that's very accurate for him. Eric, Big Easy Banks, sturdy person who overcame poor early perception. Chet Cannon, decent showing in a short run. Derek Chavez, improved in All-Stars despite limited flagship impact. Which I think that's very accurate, especially during his first run. C tier, mid to low impact players. Don Barmero, underwhelming outside of his team win. Frankie Ho, longtime role player with marginal impact. Brendan Nelson, good in eliminations early but never cracked the top tier. Very accurate. Davis Smelly, no significant competitive results. D tier, low performers. Danny Jameson, Tyree Ballard, and Vinny Fati. All had multiple opportunities but never delivered meaningful performances. So here's what I asked. How do you analyze the type of wins from these wins when it comes to team wins, duo wins, or individual wins? Great question. Win type is an important way to evaluate challenge competitors because not all wins are equally difficult or individually earned. Here's how I break down the type of wins, followed by an analysis of each man's win quality and structure. Tiers of win difficulty general guide. Individual wins, i.e., free agents, Storm Madness, and All-Star 3. Most impressive, you beat the entire cast with no partner or team support. Dual wins, examples being Rivals and Battle of the X's. High value, close teamwork, usually limited partner changes, battles are grueling. Small team wins, so like the Island and Cutthroat. Moderate, steady to perform, but wins can be shared across more people. Large team wins, so like the Gauntlet 3 and the Inferno 3. Least impressive, easier to hide, weak players can win if the team is stacked. Individual breakdown type wins. They use shiny bananas as an example. Island, small team, i.e. 4 people. Ruins, small team, i.e. 5 people. Rivals, duo, Tyler. Battle of the X's, duo, Camila. Free agents, individual. Rivals 3, duo, Sarah. Commanders, individual. Analysis, 2 individual wins, 3 duo wins, and 2 small team. Elite win quality, arguably the best mix of types in the challenge history. Just the same for Kenny, the final 3, large team, 8, Island, small team, 4, Ruins, small team, 5. Analysis, 2 small team, 1 large team. Less individually taxing but performed well in select teams, still respected. Wes Bergman, the duo, individual. Rivals, 2, duo, CT. All-Stars 3, individuals. Analysis, 2 individual wins, 1 duo. Very strong win quality, especially impressive across era. Evan Steckman, dual 2, well, incorrect. It was individual. Why it says large team for the dual 2. And the Ruins, small team, 5. Analysis, 1 small team, 1 large team. We know it's really 1 individual and 1 small team. So, just the same inaccurate for Evan. With Cutthroat, small team, 4. Rivals, duo, Johnny. Analysis, 1 small team, 1 duo. Solid. Rivals win particularly impressive, given Bananas as a partner. Nehemiah Clark, 1 win. Gauntlet, 3. Large team, 8. Analysis, large team win. Least valuable win type, but he earned respect on All-Stars later. MJ Garrett, Gauntlet 2. Large team, 8. All-Stars 2. Duo in Journey. Analysis, 1 large team, 1 duo seat. All-Stars 2 win adds value, strong performance in modern style formats, though we all know how that final has been critiqued, hence their win being critiqued. But they don't mention it here. Dunbar Merrill, Cutthroat, small team, 4. Analysis, small team win. Shared with other strong players, i.e. Brad, Tori, and Tyler, not seen as a key contributor. I mentioned here, Evans' dual 2 win was individual. Great catch, and you're absolutely right. Correction, Evan Strickman's win on the duel 2 was an individual win, not a team win. This significantly boosted the quality of his challenge resume. Updated breakdowns for Evan Strickman. Evan Strickman has 2 wins, the duel 2, which is individual, and the win, which is a small team, 5-person team win. Analysis, 1 individual win, 1 small team win. This puts Evan in a much more elite category. He's one of the few men to win both an individual and a team season, ensuring versatility across different formats. And that's, yeah, they moved Evan to 3rd now, where he was like 4th or 5th. Or I think he was 6th, actually. So they moved up like 3 spots. Okay. Updated win quality ranking based on structure. Johnny at number 1, 2 individual, 3 duo. He has 7 wins. I don't know why it says 5. Okay. I guess they just didn't show all of them. Yes, he's 7 here. Whatever. Jane West, 2 individual, 1 duo, equals high difficulty. Johnny Manassas is diverse and elite. Evan, one individual, one small team, strong resume with few seasons. Tyler and MJ each have a dual win plus a lower tier team win. Kenny, no individual slash duo wins, but great finals records. 6, Nehemiah and Dunbar, one large slash small team wins. Please do a revised list with the corrected data. So S tier elite performers, I'm just going to read the comment at the bottom for each of them. So Johnny Bananas, why S tier? Great resume across all formats, deep era spanning dominance, and diverse win types. With Bergman, why S tier? One of the only 3 men with multiple individual wins, strong eliminations, and a legacy across eras. So they're only 2 S tier. A tier, Evan Starkman. Why A tier? Short but elite run. Winning an individual season puts him above many others with more appearances. Kenny Santucci. Why A tier? Dominated during his era with consistent finals. Lacks individual slash duo wins, but elite support player. B tier. Strong contributors with flaws. Tyler Duckworth. Why B tier? Good win quality, solid elimination record, but less longevity than those above. MJ Garrett. Why B tier? Decent performance across long stretch, also to win gives modern relevance. Nehemiah Clark, YB tier. Excellent elimination stats, good longevity, and solid all-stars return boosts his stock. C tier. Mid tier slash 1 win or moderate impact. Dunbar Merrill. YC tier. 1 win but not standout, often faded in key moments. Eric Bikisi Banks. YC tier. Memorable but more known for struggles than success. Ty Ruff. YC tier. Solid but short career, good eliminations but no breakthrough. The Hunter Green staff. YC consistent but unremarkable, never broke through to finals. D tier, low impact. Dirk Chavez. Why D tier? 2 recent finals saved him from bottom but weak elimination record. Chet Cannon. Why D tier? Short potential but cut short by injury and poor team dynamics. Ryan Kehoe. Why D tier? Long run but mediocre results and no late era resurgence. Brennan Nelson. Why D tier? Physical but underperformed when it mattered. Davis Mallory, YD tier, never made a deep run, minor impact. Danny Jameson and Tyree Ballard, YD tier. Among the least successful vets, consistent early exits. Very true. Benny Fati, YD tier, minimal impact, remembered more for drama than performance. Now I'm going to add another metric here. Would you like data that would add a metric of near misses, seasons where a person was booted within the last 2 rounds before the final? Yes, that would be extremely valuable. Adding a near misses metric gives critical insight into consistency, who is regularly close to finals even without always making it, and competitiveness, especially helpful for differentiating mid-tier players. Context. Explain why some competitors with few to no finals may still deserve recognition. For example, a player like Kahara or Tyler may have had limited finals polls often in the mix near the end. It helps justify a higher tier for someone like Nehemiah or Derek Chavez if they have several near final exits. Once you provide those, I'll incorporate them into a refined tier list and possibly flag some players for tier movement based on how often they were close to finals but got edged out late. Feel free to send the data when you're ready. And here's my data. Here are the near misses for the Era 2 men. Johnny Cutthroat, Battle of the X's 2, Bloodlines, Final Reckoning. West, Battle of the X's 2, Rivals 3, Evan, The Duel. Nehemiah, All-Stars 1. MJ, The Duel 2. Dunbar, The Island, The Ruins, Battle of the X's 1. Ty, Rivals 2. Derek, Battle of the Seasons 2012. Ryan, The Gauntlet 3, Fresh Meats 2, and All-Stars 4. Davis, The Inferno 3. Danny, The Gauntlet 3. Perfect! This near misses data is hugely valuable. Let's break it down then update the tier list accordingly. So those are all the people that have near misses based off of what I reported. So it's pretty accurate. Tier movement adjustments based on near misses. Minor upgrades. Dunbar from C tier to B minus. 3 near misses plus 1 team win. Better performer than record suggests. Ryan from D to C. 3 near misses plus 1 final. More consistent late game threat than his win slash final stats imply. No tier change but contextual boost. Wes, Johnny, and Evan already ranked high, but the near misses emphasize how consistently they reached late stages. Revised tier list with near miss context. So Johnny Bananas and Wes are still the top two in the S tier, elite performers. A tier, high quality competitors. Evan and Kenny are still there. B tier, strong contributors. Tyler, Nehemiah, and MJ are still in the B tier. Now Dunbar is added to the B tier, which is strong contributors. Though obviously, he's at the very end of that. C tier, mid tier. So we have Big Easy, Ty, and Kahada, who's still all here. Ryan Kehoe is at the very bottom of the C tier. D tier, we have Derek at the top, then Chet, then Brandon, then Davis. It says 0 finals, though. He's been to one final, and it said he's been to one final themselves earlier, so that needs to be corrected. Davis and Danny were moved up. Tyree and Vinny are now at the bottom. I do have another metric to add, and it's early boots within the first 2 rounds. I'm going to give you the data now. Perfect. Go ahead and set the early boots within the first 2 rounds data when you're ready. This metric will help round out the full picture by identifying volatile players, high highs, early collapses, consistently weak performers, resilient competitors who rarely go out early even if they don't always make it to the finals. Once I have the early boot data, I'll 1. Integrate it into the analysis, 2. Flag any tier downgrade or upgrades as needed, and 3. Present a fully revised tier list with wins, finals, elimination record, near finals, and early boots. Ready when you are. Okay. Early boots. Johnny, The Duel, Invasion of the Champions, War of the Worlds. Wes, Battle of the Exes, Battle of the Seasons 2012, War of the Worlds 2, Double Agents. Dunbar, Rivals 2. Tyler, The Duel, The Gauntlet 3, and All Stars 3. Ty, Rivals. Derek, Cutthroat, Rivals 2, All Stars 2. Kahada, Bloodlines. Ryan, Fresh Meat, The Duel 2, All Stars 2. Brandon, Rivals, Battle of the Eras. Davis, Rivals. Danny, Fresh Meat, The Inferno 3, Battle of the Seasons 2012. Tyree, The Inferno 3, Rivals, Rivals 2, All Stars 4. Rennie, Fresh Meat 2, Battle of the Exes. Great! Now that you've provided early boots data defined as exits in the first 2 rounds of a season, we can complete the comprehensive performance profile for these era 2 men. So those are the early boots that I have mentioned. Don't need to read them all out. Tier implications from early boots. Potential downgrades. Wes, with 4 early boots. Still S tier, but he's a boom or bust competitor. Derek Chavez, Ryan, Tyler, Danny, and Tyree. Multiple early exits reinforce mid/low tier placements. Tyree now clearly at the bottom tier. 4 early boots, 0 wins, 0 finals, 0 near misses. Damn, they didn't have to drag him like that. Stable/consistent. We have Aaron, Kenny, Nehemiah, MJ, and Eric. No early boots equals a reliable competitor. Johnny. 3 early exits in 24 seasons, not alarming for his volume. Finalize revised tier list with all metrics. Metrics considered. Wins, including individual/team, finals, elimination records, near misses, i.e. booted just before the final, early boots, first 2 rounds. Last tier is Johnny Bananas and Wes Bergman. Both are iconic legends with high win totals and finals, but Wes is a bit more volatile. A tier, high-end competitors, so we have Evan and Kenny. Efficient and consistent, lack of longevity for Evan, but quality over quantity. B tier, strong competitors. We have Tyler, Nehemiah, MJ, and Dunbar, so those 4 are pretty much firmly in there now. C tier, mid tier, inconsistent or low impact. Eric, Big C. Banks, Ty Ruff, Ryan Kehoe, Derek Chavez, Kahada Grindstaff, Brandon Nelson, and Chad Cannon. D tier, low impact/product tier. Danny Jameson, Davis Mallory, Rennie Fati, and Tyree Ballard. My bad. I'm gonna make a question. Sorry, Chet has 2 early boots, the Ruins and Free Agents, where I believe here it says Unknown early exits, likely 0. So that was that was something that needs to be corrected. Let's see where he places with that correction. Can you adjust it in the new data? Absolutely, thanks for the correction. Let's update Chet Cannon's record accordingly and reslot him in the finalized tier ranking. Updated early boot data, including Chet. Chet Cannon, early boots on the Ruins and Free Agents, 2 early boots. Chet's updated stats, 0 wins, 0 finals. He's been to 1 final. Elimination record, 2-2. Near misses, 0. Early boots, 2. So they placed him at the very bottom of the C tier. So move from bottom of C tier to solidly here. So still at the bottom of C tier. Chet was also a finalist on Battle of the Seasons 2012. Great catch. Thanks for that. Chet did make the final on Battle of the Seasons 2012, so let's revise his stat and adjust his placement accordingly. Updated profile, Chet Cannon. 0 wins, 1 final in Battle of the Seasons 2012, a 2-2 elimination record, and 2 early boots in the Ruins and Free Agents. Adjusted tier placement, Chet moves up. With 1 final and a neutral elimination record, Chet moves from the bottom of the C tier to mid to low C tier, not comparable with competitors like Kai Ruff and Ryan Kehoe. So let's see where he is at. So he's third last instead of last in the C tier. So he's below the likes of Ryan, Derek, and Ty, and above. Sorry, he's below Derek, Ryan, and Ty, but above Kahara and Brandon. So I asked, should Tyler be lower since half of his seasons are early boots? There are others who are more consistent than him. Yes, that's a fair and sharp observation. Let's look at Tyler's numbers in context. 6 total seasons, 2 wins in Touchdown and Battle of the X's, 2 finals, the same seasons mentioned, elimination record, 4-4, early boots, 3 in the duel, the Gauntlet 3, and All Stars 3. 0 near misses. Analysis. His wins are high impact, but both came in pair/team format, not individual. 50% early boot rate is still very high, or it's very high. The worst ratio amongst all B tier or high tier competitors. No near misses means when he wasn't booted early, he either won or wasn't competitive. No individual win, and very limited consistency beyond those 2 wins. Recommendation: drop Tyler from B tier to upper C tier. This puts him near players like Ty Ruff with 1 final, 1 near final, and 1 early boot, Ryan, who has 1 final, 3 nears, and 3 early boots, and Chet, who has 1 final and 2 early boots. They are less decorated than Tyler, but more consistent across appearances. Here's the revised tier adjustment with Tyler now at the very top of the C tier. So he's below someone like he's below the likes of Nehemiah, MJ, and Dunbar. So I also asked, could Dunbar be moved around in either direction, so move up or move down? Absolutely, Dunbar is one of the most borderline and context-dependent placements in this group, so let's break down both pros and cons to see if he should move up or down from B tier. Dunbar's profile, he has 6 seasons, wins 1 in Touchdown, a very large team win, 1 final the same season, elimination record 2-4, so he has a losing record, near misses in 3 with the Islands, the Ruins, and Battle of the Exes 1, and 1 early boot in Rivals 2. Praise to move up. One of the most near misses in this group, 3 of 6 seasons, or 50%. In contention, deep into the game more often than not. Throw to win is real title even if it's team heavy format, not a frequent early boot. But does he compare favorably to MJ or Nehemiah? MJ, who has 2 wins, neutral elimination record, and 1 near miss. Nehemiah, 1 win, strong elimination record, and 3 finals. Dunbar, 1 win, losing record, 1 final, 3 near misses. Verdict: while Dunbar was competitive, he lacks the win quality, elimination streak, or repeat final successes to match them. Not strong enough to go up. So he's going to remain below MJ and Nehemiah. Case to move down. Losing elimination record 2-4 is notable. Never made another final besides the Cutthroat win. All three near misses are team formats where he wasn't a standout. So that's true in the Ruins, The Island, and Battle of the X's 1. Pretty fair. No evidence of success in individual or pairs formats. Never a dominant strategic or physical figure on a season. Verdict. While inconsistent and not particularly dominant, his cutoff round reliability, only one early boot and 3-year finals, keeps him above C-tier competitors like Tyler, who has half early boots, or Ryan, who has 3 early boots and no wins. Final judgment. He stays in the B tier, but clearly at the bottom of it. He earned his spot not from dominance, but from deep runs in most seasons. His high near miss count and single win barely outweighs his weak elimination record and low consistency in finals. He's the floor of B tier, clearly behind Nehemiah and MJ, but slightly above the erratic records of the C tier. Let's review the placement of Ryan, Ty, and Derek. Excellent. Ryan, Ty, and Derek are all sitting in C tier, but they're very different types of competitors. Let's break each of them down and compare across metrics to determine if any should move up or down. Ryan Kehoe, 8 seasons, 0 wins, 1 final in the island, and a 4-6 elimination record. He has 3 near misses in the Gauntlet 3, Fresh Meats 2, and All Stars 4, but also 3 early boots in Fresh Meat, The Duel 2, and All Stars 2. Strengths. He has a long tenure, i.e., 8 seasons, consistently deep runs, 4 times in the last 2 to 3 rounds, 1 final, 3 near misses, multiple eras, including the flagship and All Stars. Weakness. He has a losing elimination record. He has no win, and he has a high early boot count of 3 out of 8. Verdict. Reliable mid-tier player with longevity and solid strategic positioning. Belongs in mid-C tier. Not strong enough to rise due to lack of wins and weak elimination record, but deeper resume than many peers. 2. Ty Ruff. 4 seasons. 0 wins, 1 final in... It says rivals, but we know it's Battle of the X's. Elimination record 4-3. Is that 4-3? I think that's correct. Elimination record 4-3. Near misses in rivals 2. Early boots in... Okay. I think they meant to say Battle of the X's here, but it said rivals. But either way, the stats are technically still true. Strengths. Good elimination record. Made a final. Only 1 early boot despite aggressive gameplay. Weakness. Only 4 seasons total, so a limited sample with him. He has no win and no standout individual performances. Verdict. Efficient and respectable in a short run. Slightly stronger than Derek and Chet due to elimination record and no early boot rate, but too short of a resume to move up. Solid mid-C tier. 3. Derek Chavez. In 6 seasons. He has 0 wins, 2 final appearances in the All-Stars 4 and Battle of the Eras, and he has a 2-4 elimination record. He has 1 year miss in Battle of the Sea since 2012, and he has 3 early boots in Cutthroat, Rivals 2, and All-Stars 2. Strengths. 2 finals, more than Ty or Ryan. Played across the flagship and All-Stars. Some late-stage consistency. Weaknesses. He has a losing elimination record. He has a high early boot rate, 3 out of 6, which is 50% of his seasons. Very few standout competitive moments. Verdict. Tough to place. He reaches finals but also crashes out early often, and is one of the weakest win/elimination combos of any finalist. His 2 finals keep him afloat, but his low impact keeps him from B tier, lower half of C tier. So, looking at the 3 of them, here's the final comparison. Ryan is in mid C tier, Ty's in the mid to high C tier, so he's going to be at the highest, and Derek is in the low C tier, so he's the lowest of the 3. Conclusion. Tyler stays ahead of the other 2 due to his good elimination record and more consistent performance. Ryan remains in the middle, inconsistent but resilient with decent depth. Derek is the weakest of the 3. His 2 finals matter, but his elimination struggles and inconsistency keeps him below Ty and Ryan. Would you like a visual C tier breakdown or to elevate others in the C tier like Chet, Kahada, or Brandon for consistency? Sure. I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose. Alrighty, so I'm back. So C tier breakdown, ranked within the tier. Top of C tier, solid contributors, but no win. So we have Kai, most efficient C tier player with strong showing in his short career. Ryan Ho, deep resume with consistent mid to late finishes. Middle of C tier, some highs but flawed records. Derek Chavez, decent endgame results but weak in eliminations and consistency. 4. Chet Cannon, barely enough resume to stay at a D tier, but no win or deep impact. Kahada, okay, it says he has 4 seasons, but I know he has. I think he has 5 seasons. Hold on, let me count. He did The Island, he did The Ruins, he did Free Agents, he did Battle of the Bloodlines, and then he did All Stars 2. So he has 5 seasons, not 4. It's incorrect, but it's slightly incorrect. Anyways, fifth Kahara, strong, consistent performer, but never broke through. Bottom of C tier, Brandon Nelson, always solid but never a contender. Big Eric, Big Easy Banks, more known for losses than wins, like competitive edge. I feel like he was higher at one point, but whatever. Let me know if you'd like a D tier list next. So Davis, Danny, Tyree, and Vinny, a full tier graphic of S to D tier for Era 2 Men, or revisiting B tier for any borderline cases like Tyler or Dunbar. I said, let's revisit the B tier. Great. The B tier is where the real debates happen. These are men from Era 2 of the challenge who weren't all-time elite, so A or S tier, but had real accomplishments. Wins, finals, and decent longevity. Let's reevaluate each B tier guy based on updated stats to determine if they should move up, down, or stay put. So here's the current B tier list that was revised. So current order, 1 Nehemiah, 2 MJ, 3 Dunbar, 4 Tyler. 1 Nehemiah Clark. He has 1 win in the Gauntlet 3 finals appearances in the Gauntlet 3, All Stars 2 and 3. He has an 8-4 elimination record. He has a near miss in All Stars 1. He has 0 early boots. And when it comes to formats, he is strong in both team and All Stars formats. Excellent pros. Excellent elimination record, 3 finals and consistent deep runs, no early boots across 8 seasons, relevant across eras, flagship and all-stars. Cons. Only 1 win and from a large team season, often not the most dominant personality / strategist on his team. I think that's very accurate, and we definitely see this whenever he's with Wes. Verdict. The verdict. Top of B tier is appropriate. If his win were individual, he'd be borderline A tier. As it is, he's the most well-rounded B tier competitor. 2. MJ Garrett. 6 seasons. Wins. 2 in the he did not win the Inferno 3. He won the Gauntlet 2 and All Stars 2. Finals 2. Elimination record 3-3. He has 1 year miss in the Duel 2, and he has 0 early boots. Pros. 2 wins that puts him ahead of most B tier guys. No early boots. Sturdy across eras. Won a classic team season, the Gauntlet 3, and a modern All Stars final, All Stars 2. Cons. Mediocre elimination record, somewhat quiet social / strategic presence. I definitely agree with that part. Verdict. Firmly in B tier, but slightly behind Nehemiah due to the final volume and elimination strength. Still solidly ahead of Dunbar and Tyler. 3. Dunbar Merrill. 6 seasons. 1 win in Cutthroat. His final appearances is in that same season. He has a 2-4 elimination record. He has 3 near misses in The Island, The Words, and X1, and he has 1 early boot. Pros. Always in the mixed late with 3 near misses. He has a win, and he's really an early exit. Cons. Weak elimination record. Team formats carried much of his progress and not dominant socially or strategically, which is very accurate. Verdict. Bottom of B tier, barely above C tier. His near miss consistency and win keep him afloat, but he's clearly below MJ and Nehemiah. 4. Tyler Duckworth. 6 seasons. Wins. 2 in Cutthroat and Rivals. His finals are also from those seasons. He has a 4-4 elimination record. He has 3 early boots in the Duel, Gauntlet 3, and All Stars 3, which are half of his seasons. Pros. 2 wins in different formats, which are team and pair formats. Rebounded from early struggles with a win in Rivals. Decent elimination record. Cons. Extremely inconsistent. 50% of early boots. Really dominant, always the number 2 behind bigger names. Why does it have Johnny and Banana split here? They're the same person. Whatever. And I believe even in cutthroats, they probably meant he was behind the likes of a Brad or whatever. Weekly career showings. All Stars 3 early boot. Verdict. Could drop to C tier, but the 2 wins make it hard to justify him being there. He stays in B tier, but barely. He's below Dunbar in terms of consistency. Final B tier re-ranked top to bottom. 1. Nehemiah. Strongest eliminations plus most finals plus no early boots. MJ. 2 wins and consistent depth, but weaker elimination record. 3. Dunbar. 1 win, lots of near misses, very few early boots. 4. Tyler. 2 wins save him, but inconsistency and early exits weigh him down. Can we do a tier list with all the data updated? Absolutely. Based on all the updated data you've provided with wins, finals, elimination record, near misses, early beats, and consistency, here is the full list for Era 2 men from seasons 11 to 20 who competed in at least 3 seasons of the challenge, including Flagship, All-Stars, and World Championship, but excluding Champs vs. Stars. So yet again, I'm just going to read the last comment. S tier, legendary tier, dominant winners with multiple titles, many finals, good elimination records, and consistent deep runs. 1. Johnny Bananas de Venazio, GOAT resume, huge win count, longevity, and breadth of formats. 2. Wes Bergman, strong political and elimination game across eras. A tier, elite tier, multiple time champions or consistent finals with strong elimination and long-term game impacts. 3. Kenny Santucci, quietly one of the most effective team political players ever. 4. Evan Strickman, one of the best short-run careers in franchise history. B tier, strong performers, at least 1 win or multiple finals, flawed but valuable competitors. 5. Nehemiah Clark, super consistent and all-star standout. 6. MJ Garrett, proven finisher in both classic and modern eras. 7. Dunbar Merrill, lots of late game appearances despite flawed record. 8. Tyler Duckworth, win count keeps him in B, but major consistency issues. C tier, mid-tier players, 1 to 2 finals, occasional deep runs, but never dominated the game. 9. Ty Ruff, short but respectable career. 10. Ranky Ho, underrated resume with many deep runs. 11. Derek Chavez, more finals than most C tier players, but very weak elimination/game control. 12. Chet Cannon, just enough resume to stay out of D tier. 13. Kata Grindstaff, consistent, likable, but no finals or big wins. 14. Brandon Nelson, always a mid-tier threat, never a true contender. 15. Eric Big Easy Banks, iconic figure but lackluster actual resume. D tier, bottom tier, no wins/finals or glaring flaws in eliminations, boot history, and game impact. 16. Davis Mallory, solid in short bursts but little long-term impact. 17. Danny Jameson, long tenure but never successful. 18. Tyree Ballard, career defined by constant early exits. 19. Vinny Fati, non-factor strategically or physically. So I asked, can we do a point system for the rankings? Absolutely. A point system can give you a structured way to quantify performance and compare the Era 2 men objectively. Below is a proposed point system followed by a breakdown of how we can score each metric. So, proposed point system for Era 2. Wins, plus 10 for each individual win, 0.8 wins for each duo win, 0.6 points for each small team win, so less than 4 people, plus 4 for each large team win, so 5 or more people. Finals, 3 points for each finals appearances. Finals that led to a win already get points above, so this adds value to the runner-up performances. Eliminations, 1 point per elimination win, -1 point per elimination loss, plus 2 bonus points for winning record, so above 50%. Near misses, 0.1 point per near miss, booted with the last 2 rounds before the final. Early boots, -2 points per early boot, booted in the first 2 rounds. Longevity bonus, plus 1 point for every season after the third, to reward sustained competitiveness. So here's the example for Johnny Bananas. I'm not reading all of this. You could just see how the different wins are added here. Total win points for that, 48. Finals appearances that he lost, they times it. Elimination record, +3. Near misses, +4. Blah, blah, blah. So they add the wins, the finals, the eliminations, the near misses, the early boots, plus 21 due to his longevity. He has 21 additional seasons after 3 seasons, equals a 106. I said do each era 2 men. So top tier, Johnny Bananas with 106 points, 7 wins across all formats, 12 finals, 16 to 15 elimination record, 24 seasons. 2 is Bergman, 55 points, 3 wins, 6 finals, 16 to 11 elimination record, 17 seasons. 3, Kenny Santucci, 45 points. 3 wins, 7 finals, strong fight to 2 elimination record, 8 seasons. So Kenny's now moved up to the top tier. Interesting. Strong mid tier. 4, Evan Starkman, 31 points, 2 wins, 3 finals, positive elimination record, 6 seasons. 5, Nehemiah Clark, 27 points, 1 win, 3 finals, 8 to 4 elimination record, solid across 8 seasons. 6, MJ Garrett, 2 wins, 2 finals, average elimination record, 7. He has 5 seasons, not 7. I don't know if that was corrected. We'll see. 7, Tyler Duckworth. But even if generally he's always in between these two, so it's not a big deal. 7, Tyler Duckworth, 19 points, 2 wins, 2 finals, even elimination record, longevity offset by early boots. Mid to lower tier. 8, Dunbar Merrill, 9 points, 1 team win, 1 final, 2 to 4 elimination record. 9, Eric Banks, 7 points, 1 he's been to 2 finals, so that's incorrect. 5 to 5 elimination record, decent longevity. 10, Ty Ruff, 6 points, 1 final, 4 to 3 elimination record, only 4 seasons. Let me they has, just in case I didn't correct it, into 5, 5 seasons, not 7. Nick has been to 2 finals, not 1. Hey, 1 final, 4 to 3 elimination record, only 4 seasons. Low tier, Ryan Kehoe. Round the final, 4 to 6 elimination record, long career but mixed results. 12, Derek Chavez, 2 finals, poor elimination record, early boots. 13, Chet Cannon, 0 points. Sorry, Ryan has 3, Derek has 2, Chet has 0. 1 final, 2 to 2 elimination record. Negative scores, damn. 14, Kahara Grinstuff, negative 1 point. No finals, 4 to 4 elimination record, early boots drag him. 15, Brandon Nelson, negative 3 points. No finals, 3 to 6 elimination record, not enough highs to offset lows. 16, Davis Mallory, negative 3 points. No finals, 1 to 3 elimination record, short run. 17, Vinny Fati, 6 points. No finals, 0 to 2 elimination record, few appearances. 18, Danny Jameson, negative 8 points. No finals, 0 to 6 elimination record, consistently early exits. Tyree Ballard, negative 10 points. No finals, 0 to 6 elimination record, 4 early boosts. Okay, so I did correct the MJ part. MJ has 5 seasons. Gauntlet 2, the Gauntlet 3, the Duel 2, All-Stars 2, and All-Stars 3. Can you correct the point system here with this data? So that I can erase. I don't know if I corrected this part. We'll have to see. Here's the updated point-based ranking of the Era 2 male competitors for the challenge with MJ's corrected season count. So it moved MJ up to number 4. Yeah, so I moved MJ up to number 4, where Evan is number 5 and Nehemiah is number 6. That's very interesting. Okay. But let's see what MJ's prior. Okay, so he has 2 wins, 2 finals, 2 average. So he got the additional point for doing an additional season. Okay. Please correct the data. The data based on this. I need to put my nose again. Analyzing. Let's see, hold on. With Eric Banks' 2 finals not correctly included, here's the revised point-based ranking of the Era 2 men. 1, Johnny Bananas, 106. Wes Bergman, 55. Kenny Santucci, 45. So they're at the top tier, the gold, silver, and bronze. Upper middle tier, MJ Garrett, 32. Evan Stackman, 31. Nehemiah Clark, 6. That's the upper mid-tier. Mid-tier. 7. Tyler Duckworth, 19 points. 8. Eric McKesey Banks, 10 points. Corrected, so he moved up. 9. Dunbar Merrill, 10. Ty Ruff. Lower tier. 11. Ryan Kehoe, 3 points. 12. Derek Chavez, 13. Chick Cannon, 14. Kyler Gretz. Sorry. 11. Ryan has 3 points for the lower tier. 12. Derek has 2 points for the lower tier. 13. Chet has 0 points for the lower tier. Bottom tier. Kahada has -1 points. Brandon has -3 points. Darius has -3 points. Vinny has -6 points. Danny has -8 points. Tyree has -10 points. Do the former. With converting this back to a color-coded tier list. This should be the last thing. Okay. So split it up. So now Johnny's the only one in the S tier as an all-time elite performer. We have Wes and Kenny kind of in their own bracket, being A tier as their era legends, consistent top finishers. They're 10 points off. B tier, strong performances, proven winners. So we have MJ, Evan, and Nehemiah. Then the C tier, solid contributors, inconsistent records. We have Tyler, then Eric, then Dunbar, then Ty. D tier, middling careers, 3 deep runs, Ryan, Derek, and Chet. F tier, underwhelming careers, mostly early exits, Kahada, Brandon, Davis, Vinny, Danny, and Tyree. I think that's it. Yeah, he was in the final for All-Stars 1 and the Gauntlet 3. So that's pretty much it for this video. It was pretty easier. I think because with Era 2, while there are some things you need to factor in, like the team seasons and all that, there isn't as much jankiness compared to the Era 1 men, where there are some seasons where there are no eliminations, some seasons where there's no competition whatsoever, some that does have any eliminations. So that's just it. You're very welcome. I'm glad we could dig deep into the stats, and build a thorough, data-driven ranking. If you ever want to explore the Era 1 or 3 competitors, spin off only performers, or even team versus individual legacies, just let me know. Always happy to help. Good luck with your challenge project, and may the best competitor always win. Alright, so that's it. I already did the conversation for the Era 2 women. That's going to pop up in our video or our live very shortly, and then I'm going to start my Era 3 conversations. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be back with more